gonna need it.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, I'm just gonna print it out because I like how the way it prints it out like this.
You like that? Do you like that?
I have to go to the library for that though.
See, that is too small for me.
Oh, this is perfect.
You like it for you?
Yes.
Well,
it's
you got good eyes.
Yes.
I don't like it that small print. All right. Well, okay. On chapter 8, be sure to know the names of the bones that make up the appendicular skeleton. Do we have to know all the markers? No, that's a laboratory thing. For lecture, we just want to know the bones, right? So, well,
Those ones?
no, you can ignore that first page too, by the way.
Okay.
Number 1, ignore page 1 and go to what page 2. You with that? So what bones make up the supportive bones of the upper limb?
Clavicle. Scapula.
Yes, ma'am. Those 2 bones are what? Part of what's called the what? Shoulder girdle.
Oh, okay. I see it over here. Shoulder.
Also known as pectoral girdle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You with that?
Oh, okay. So it says pectoral, shoulder, girdle, and then the other one says upper, right extremity, and then the pelvic girdle.
Well, we're on our way down. So you got the clavicle and the what? The scapula supporting the. What's this bone?
Harris.
What are the 2 bones here?
Radius and all.
And radius.
What? How many bones are here?
7.
How many?
7.
No. How many bones are here?
6.
No.
Oh.
14.
Oh.
14.
2 rows of. That's too many. 2 rows of 4. 2
Okay,
rows of
8.
4, right? 2 rows of 4.
Okay, 2 rows of 4.
Can you tell me the names of those bones that make up the wrist? They are called what? Carpal bones. And can you tell me the names of those bones?
Not right now.
Yeah, not right.
Steve left the party to take Kathy home. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that. Okay.
Can you get with that?
Yes, Steve left. Okay, yes, I can remember that.
Steve left the party to take Kathy home. Now, Steve is what? Scaphoid. Left the party. Left is what? Lunate.
Is it in order?
And here's the order you're supposed to follow. You're supposed to go from what? Lateral to medial, lateral to medial. Now, you can really do this any way. You can jump around all if you want to. But if you're trying to keep it orderly in your mind, go from lateral to medial.
Lateral to me.
And then lateral to medial again.
Okay.
Steve left the party to take Kathy home. Okay?
Okay.
And who's Steve? Scaphoid. Left is what lunate, and the is what triquetrum, and party is what pisiform. You can feel your pisiform right there. That little bumpy bone right there is pisiform. Then you go back over here. 2 trapezium. Take trapezoid. Kathy, capitate, and home is what? Hamate.
Okay.
So you're doing boom, 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 boom.
There's 2 rows of 4. Proximal row, distal row. So yes, I'm doing that.
Okay.
How many metacarpals do we have?
14. No, it's not 14.
How many metacarpals do we have in one hand? How many metacarpals do we have in one hand? In one hand.
Metacarpals?
Uh-huh. What does meta mean? M-E-T-A, meta. The word means beyond.
Beyond.
So what's beyond the carpals? Metacarpal.
Oh.
You got 8 carpals. What's beyond the carpals? Metacarpal. How many metacarpals do we have? 5. 5 metacarpals, right? And now, how many phalanges do we have? Those are digit bones.
3 plus 3.
3, 6, 9, 12. 14? Okay. Okay, 14.
8. 8.
8, 5, 14.
8, 5, 14. 8, 5, 14.
You with that?
Yes.
Good. How many coxal bones do we have? 2. How many bones make up a coxal bone?
Is this that?
How many bones make up a coxal bone?
2.
4. Right? No. 1?
Is it tailbone?
No, that's axial skeleton.
Coxal is,
Your coxal bones are your hip bones.
oh, okay.
COXAL. Coccyx
Uh-huh.
is at the end back here for what the sacrum, right? It's those little four bones that are fused. But that's not coxal, that's coccyx.
Okay.
Coxal is your hip bone. How many bones make up a hip bone?
2.
3.
Ilium, ischium, pubis.
Oh.
Is it on here or is it?
Well,
Pelvic hip. Oh, hip bone. I see it.
I think it is. It's on mine.
Yeah, ilium.
Page 2, right?
Yeah.
Ilium,
Each
pubis.
hip bone is composed of 3 separate bones of birth.
Oh,
Right.
okay, I see it.
I'm not going to test you over pelvimetry. You see that word down there? Pelvimetry?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not test you. Okay. How many bones do you have in a lower extremity? Listen
60.
to my language. How many bones do you have in a lower extremity?
60.
I'm going to do it one more time.
Oh.
How many bones do you have in
Uh-huh.
a
Oh, okay.
lower extremity?
30.
Correct. A means what? Singular.
One, yeah.
Watch me now. How many bones do you have in the lower extremities? 60.
60. A.
Remember, listen for plural versus singular, right? Listen for that.
Okay.
And look for the spelling on that. Now, what's the bone that's in the thigh?
Femur.
Femur.
How many bones in your leg?
2.
Oh, good. 2. What are they?
Fibula? No, fibia and
Fibula?
tibia.
Tibia. Which one's the bigger of those?
Fibula.
Bigger one's the tibia.
Oh.
Oh.
Listen to me.
Uh-huh.
When you
Uh-huh.
tell a lie,
Mhm.
you just told a fib. Fib is small. A small lie.
Oh.
So when you told a lie,
That's, I'm going to do this. A small lie
a small
is a fib.
lie a small lie is a fib.
And that's fibula.
Fibula.
Oh,
Because
fibula.
fibulas are small lies.
Right.
Fibula.
Are you familiar with that?
No, I don't know.
That's an American culture thing.
Oh.
Americans don't like to be called liars.
Uh-huh.
So what they do is they what? They
Fib.
say, I don't lie, I fib. I tell little
Oh.
lies. Little bitty ones, but they're inconsequential. So a fib is a what? Little lie, and your little bone in your leg is what? The fibula. You with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't mess that up.
Mhm.
Fibula versus what?
Yeah.
Tibia.
Tibia. Tibia's bigger, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Of those two bones, which one provides the medial malleolus?
The
Of those two bones, which one provides the medial malleolus or malleolus, if you like?
fib.
No.
You said medial?
I said medial. It'd be the what? The tibia. Tibia is on the medial side of the leg. It's the bigger bone because why? That's where you bear your weight, is on the medial side of the leg. You got a really
So-
big malleolus over there.
So the tibia is right here?
It's on the medial side. It's on the medial side of your leg down here,
Oh.
right? And so it's got the bigger malleolus down there, right?
So the tibia is the longer bone?
I wouldn't say longer. I would say more massive. It is the bigger bone.
Does it look bigger?
Oh, yeah. Have you got a picture?
No. Let me search one.
Oh, my word, yes.
It carries more weight because it's bigger.
Whose law is that, please?
Huh?
Whose law?
Wolf.
Wolf's law. He spells his name WOLFF.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
See how big that bone is?
Yeah, it's
Compared to that bone right there? Big old tibia compared to what the little thin old fibula, right?
Oh, I keep on thinking that it's reversed.
okay.
But that makes sense because the bigger the weight, the thicker it is.
And we put most of our weight right on the medial side of our leg, right?
Right.
That's why that bone got big.
That makes sense.
And there's the medial malleolus right there. Who provides the lateral malleolus? Well, it's a thin old little fibula, right?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Okay, and that's part of the lower extremity.
It is, yes, ma'am. Lower extremity.
Okay.
Yeah. How many ankle bones do we have?
True.
How many ankle bones do we have? How many wrist bones do we have?
8.
2 rows of 4.
Oh, yeah, true.
Now, how many ankle bones do we have?
8.
We don't have 8. 8 minus 1.
Oh, 7.
So we got 8 here, 7 down
here.
there on the ankle, right? Now, of those ankle bones, which one is the largest? We did this in lab, right?
Calcaneus.
Calcaneus, good for you.
Calcaneus. Calcaneus.
Which ankle bone articulates with the tibia and the fibula?
Is it the
Tibia and the fibula.
tibia?
It's right in that little U right in there.
Is it the talus?
It is a talus.
Okay.
Good for you. Now, this is just kind of us talking. I probably won't do this on the test, but it's a good little thing to say if I didn't. What's the name of the joint created by the what? The tibia, fibula, and the talus. What's the joint created? It's a famous joint. Created by the what? The tibia, the fibula, and the talus. It's called the mortis. M-O-R-T-I-S. Mortis joint. It is the most frequently sprained, strained joint in the body. So that's one.
I probably sprained it too.
Everybody sprains it. Everybody does.
Mortis.
At some point in their life, everybody's going to have sprains, if not multiple sprains and strains down there, right?
Yeah. There is this
Thank you very much. That's all for that.
Oh, that's
All right, you got time for this?
fine.
You got time for joints?
Yes.
You tell me.
Yes, a few minutes.
All right, sweetheart. How many types of joints are there in the body? How can you classify joints? You can classify them based on anatomy, you can classify them based on physiology. All right. If you do it based on anatomy, how many types of joints are there? 3. What are the 3 types of joints that can be classified based on the anatomy? What are the names of those joints? Fibrous, cartilaginous, and synovial. I'm going to put it right here.
Oh.
Synovial.
Just, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to find it for you. It's on page 1 under Roman numeral 2. I didn't remember where it was.
Oh, okay.
Here it is. It's fibrous, cartilaginous, and synovial. Those are the 3 that are based on the anatomy. Now, is that the most common way to classify joints? No, it's really not. The most common way to classify joints is based on what function. How many functions are there? How many functions are there?
3. Oh.
There's immovable,
Immovable.
partially movable, fully movable, right? Immovable, partially movable, completely or totally movable, or freely movable, right? Okay. All right. What's the scientific name? Now, this is where you're going to struggle a little bit and need to spend a little time. What's the scientific name given for immovable joints? They are called synarthroses. And that should be on your same page 1 there, right? Synarthrosis, that's an immovable joint. And I've provided you with 3 examples of synarthroses. What are the 3 examples?
Suture, chondrosis, and
Chondrosis, synchondrosis,
Oh, we.
You with that? Okay. The next category is what? An amphiarthrosis. Those are what? Partially movable joints. 2 examples there. What are the 2 examples?
Symphysis and
Syndesmosis and symphysis, right? And then the 3rd category is what? Freely movable joints, diarthroses, right? How many examples did I provide you there? 6. Okay? And one more thing about the diarthrosis, please. What do all diarthroses have? They all have articular capsules. I'll say it right in a moment. They all have articular capsules. Okay? Which means they all have what? Synovial membranes with producing synovial fluid. Okay? That's big. All right? Now, having said that, I know this is a lab book, but you can kind of appreciate the structure here, right? Synovial fluid is inside that knee, right inside there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, how many types of diarthrosis are there? 6. What's the first one? Notice that I want you to notice this, please. You're going from the least amount of movement to the most amount of movement as you go from 1 to 6.
Oh, okay.
Now, so you're going from least to the most movement. What's the first one called, please?
Oh, the movement or flexion?
Well, not the movement, but the type of the joint.
Um,
The type of joint.
synovial joint?
It's a what?
Wait, what
The-
am I looking
all
at?
all diarthroses are synovial joints.
Oh, yeah.
So in your notes, what's the example? The 6 examples going from 1 to 6 for the diarthroses. Should be on.
Structure of joint?
No, it should be. Oh, it should be on page 3. 3? No, 2. 2? Yeah, 2.
Oh, types of diarthrosis.
Types of diarthrosis.
Okay,
Just now.
blinding, hinge, ellipsoidal, saddle, and bone and socket.
Now, what you have here is a common name, gliding. That's the common name.
Oh, okay.
Scientific name is what? Arthroidal. You see that?
So,
Be familiar with both.
both.
I'll probably list both of them together is what I normally do, is I'll put both of them together, right?
Okay.
So. Example of an arthroidal or gliding joint. Carpals on carpals. Tarsals on tarsals. With that? Good. What's the next example of a joint? What? Hinge joint, also known as a what? Gingivitis.
Oh, gingivitis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the hinge joint. What can you do with the hinge joint? You can flex and extend. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Next joint was with what?
Trochoid.
Trochoid joint, also known as a pivot joint. What's that one?
Rotational and
C1 sitting on C2. It allows you to do this, right?
Mm.
Allows you to say no.
Rotation
With that?
and
Fourth joint, our diarthrotic joint is a what?
condyloid.
Condyloid or ellipsoidal. So this is a what?
Flexion extension.
Oh, okay, so you're doing the movements.
Abduction.
Flexion, extension, adduction, abduction, what? Circumduction, right? Circumduction. And there you are.
Do we need to know the examples or the examples for it?
Yes.
Okay, the examples. Okay.
Know the examples.
Okay.
Yes. Know the examples.
Okay. For all of them, still?
Go sit over there.
Know the examples.
Peace.
You good with that?
We need to close this door today.
Okay.
We won't